Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Pink Diamond Steve Smith. Paid right at 100K for this card. Would not be surprised if he winds up being a buyout. And I do think on paper he looks really good, but I'm pretty sure his jumper is kind of janky. And if the jumper's not that good, that does limit how good this card can be. Because yes, he's a big 6'8" shooting guard who's athletic, can shoot, solid defender. Not a bad card. On paper, he's a very good card. I do think if he's got a bad jumper, it's going to limit how elite he can really be in my team, though. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, you're looking at 6'8", 99 offense, 95 defense, a 90 driving layup, 90 close shot, 90 mid-range, 93 ball, 89 free throw, 90 driving dunk. Defensively, he's got a 78 block, 85 interior, 89 perimeter, 87 steal, 89 speed and agility, 88 vert, 75 strength. Like a solid all-around card. Off Deadeye, limitless, slippery, off-ball challenger, off-ball pest, physical finisher, set shot specialist, strong handle, gold posterizer, handles for days, interceptor, pogo stick, shifty shooter, ankle assassin, high flying and iris, silver pick dodger, removable, lightning launch, on ball menace, and bronze post lockdown. Like once he's fully badged, he's got a decent amount of good total badges. Now definitely could still use like bailout, glove, brick wall, paint patroller. Maybe you add the last slot as break starter or mini marksman or dimer or something like that. But unpluckable would be a good option. But once he's badged, he's pretty complete. Like on paper, it's a really good statistical card, really solid animation or badge card. Like he's not bad. But honestly, that jumper is just weird. It's KCP base, which is a really good base, but Gordon Hayward's upper this year just does not seem like it's very good. And it does seem like it slows down the jumper. It's not totally atrocious. Like he's usable for sure, but it's also not elite is my opinion. And that's kind of my main conclusion so far with this Steve Smith's card is that he's not like amazing. You know what I mean? He does have normal fade, which is like good, but not great. With his upper, especially, it does kind of slow down the normal fade. Got to fade to the left with button for sure. But I think this card's gonna be okay. His upper sucks, and that's what kills the card to me. And like otherwise, he's a great slasher. He's a good defender. He's 6'8". He should have a great release. Last year's release was awesome. This year, not so much. For whatever reason, Gordon Hayward's upper kind of throws off that jumper, and I think it's going to be a big limiting factor. But we're going to see how he does in games. So let's hop into a game. See what Steve Smith can do. All right, our opponent has got Dyson Daniels, Scottie Pippen, Paulo, Giannis, and Embiid. Not a bad team. I do recognize his gamer tag, so I assume that means he's in. I don't know if I've played him before, but I do recognize the gamer tag, which means I've watched somebody play him on streams or something. Oh, he's 30th in the world on PlayStation, playing a lot of Showdown this season, clearly. It's probably going to be a decently sweaty game. Be interested to see if this Steve Smith can really compete. That's what I really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think a 6'8" 2 guard who doesn't have an elite jumper is definitely a limiting factor for the card. We'll take an assist first possession. SGA with the dunk. We'll try to get him as involved offensively as we can, but we'll see how it goes. This dude is diamond rep. He's been grinding, playing a lot of my team. Go under the screen. Good defense. Play the pop. Now watch the rim run. We live. I mean, if that's the shot you're going to take, you can take that every single play. Congratulations. All right, run the floor. Throw it to Wimby. Now to the corner to Steve Smith. Pump fake. Not really there. Drive the ball out to Wimby. Open three. Oh, he jumped. Good defense. I greened it anyway. Wimby's so broken, bro. He just gets so many shots that are like they should be contested and they're not. And that was one of those right there that should have definitely been a contest. And it was a lightly, but there's no way I should make that shot. I don't care that Paulo's several inches shorter than Wimby. Like that should not be a greenable shot. And yet I greened it. So there you go. Good defense, Steve. Get through. Contest the best you can. You know what? Nice shot. Good mid-range right there. I respect that. But I will say already, I'm not loving the looks of this Steve Smith card. We're going to try a 3-point play to see if we can get him an open shot, but I don't have super high hopes for this one working either, to be honest. Downhill drive, you know what? Maybe he would have been open, but I got a free dunk. I'll take the dunk instead. Steve Smith with no points so far, but he does have 2 assists, and he's playing decent defense to start off the game, so it could be worse. Contest the corner. I mean, I guess. Dyson Daniels only has like an 83 ball. I really think that was pretty good defense, but the game does not agree, apparently, so I guess it is what it is. This dude is trying his butt off. Like he is really trying. He's swinging. He's switching everything. Like he is really locked in, which I mean is totally his choice, but it does make it kind of annoying when you're doing a gameplay with a card who's not that good going up against somebody who's trying their butt off. Which I mean, this dude's clearly he knows what he's doing. He's a good player, right? Like that's not his fault. It's just annoying to play against in a gameplay when cards you're using just can't. That's a bad shot, but even if he had a good release, that was probably a bad shot, to be honest. But with a questionable release, like there's just no chance that shot goes in. You're really hawking inbounds like this, bro? I mean, really? I don't know. He's locked in. He is absolutely locked in right now. Green's a rhythm shot, fading three. I mean, that's a good shot for sure, but please hit this, Steve. If you don't hit this, you're just, I was going to say, if he doesn't make that, he's never going to score. But he did knock that one down. I wish he'd stopped for a 3, but you know what? A 2 is fine. Points are points, and Steve Smith finally on the board. Could be worse. You shot that? Dude, he's a good player, but he's fiending to shoot the ball every single play so far, it looks like. Back inside, back out to Steve. Steve pump fake. Reject the screen here, and I just shot a rhythm shot mid-range with the normal fade. That's not a good take at all. Back out, back to the corner here. Just hit the slip again. And it gets dropped. Jaren drops the ball. Okay. I got to say, like, I just can't really get him open right now. He doesn't have the movement to create a shot for himself, and he doesn't have the jumper to shoot some of these, like, smaller window shots. So it's very limiting in terms of what you can actually do effectively with this Steve Smith card offensively right now, I feel like. Trying our best to get him as involved as possible, but it's a struggle so far, for sure. Try to drive the ball here. He switches the screen, and, I mean, I have to dump it down. Like, he's playing good defense, and we're doing our best to keep Steve as involved as we can, but can't get much open with him so far. So just got to do what we can, do the best we can to guard as best we can. So I'm saying can a lot, but good defense. Why are you jumping, Jaren? You're in perfect position. There's no reason to jump there. Is that an illegal screen? It is an illegal screen. All right, illegal on Embiid, and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. We have ourselves an 11-8 lead. Steve Smith with only 2 points so far, but I mean, I guess it could be worse. Try to slip the screen here because he's probably going to switch it. I tried to, maybe I could have waited that out. I probably could have waited that out and gotten a dunk. I just tried to push pop it late because I thought he was going to play the slip with Paulo. Just try to force it. My bad. It was a little greedy. Oh my goodness. Look at Jaren make a play on the ball. Way to go. Hit to the corner. Steve Smith's wide open. Jumper's slow, bro. That would have been an open if he had a better jumper. Yeah, bro. That's unfortunate. That's annoying. It is what it is, but that is definitely annoying. Only so much you can do sometimes. Good shot with Paulo. He missed it though. And we're going to go into the second quarter with a 3-point lead, but Steve Smith only with 2 points. He's too limited offensively. He doesn't have the SIGs to create an open shot, and he doesn't have the release to shoot off the pop. And that's kind of a killer at the shooting guard position. It's the same thing that I said with like Galaxy Opal Jaylen Brown last week, for example. Shooting guards with slow jump shots are just really hard to use competitively. And I mean, I think honestly, we're getting Dark Matter MJ next week. Dark Matter MJ is going to be the exact same story. Like that's what Dark Matter MJ is going to be. A card who you struggle to score with because of the limitation of his jump shot. I don't care that he's a Dark Matter. He's not going to be that good. And that's the same thing we're seeing right now with Steve Smith. Force the slip. I just completely forced it. And you know what? We got to stay dunk out of it. I'll take it. He gets his second bucket of the game. 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists so far for Steve Smith. It could be worse. Let's just say that. It could be a lot worse. Not sure what that was. They didn't switch properly. But I'm kind of ready to be over with this gameplay at this point, to be totally honest. Like, I think I'm kind of done with this Steve Smith card. Because I just don't see the point to this card. You know what I mean? He's just there. To be totally honest, he's too limited as a shooter to really be a great card in my team. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't the case, but it is. So, force the pattern. Yeah, this dude's just baiting everything. I mean, that's good defense. I would never throw that pass in a million years if I wasn't doing a gameplay, but I definitely forced it there. Get out again, throw it to him, pump fake, come back towards the middle. He tries to bump me. We're going to give him one more shot to get an open 3. And if not, it's just like, it is what it is. This is what happens when you go up against a legitimately good player in Showdown with a card who can't create their own shot and doesn't have the jumper to get it off. Like, you just become really limited in terms of what you can do offensively. We've gotten a couple of like weird fluky-ish type buckets and not much else in this game. Another assist, I guess. He's switching everything, which is making it impossible to get to the rim for a dunk either. So just a little bit too limited, unfortunately, offensively for this Steve Smith, because he can't reject a screen for a 3 or anything like that. He's just not there. You know what I mean? There are some really good cards in this game. Unfortunately, I don't think Steve Smith is one of them. With that being said, we're going to call the video there. He's got 4 points, 4 assists, 2 of 5, 0 of 2 from 3. Like, we could have gotten a better gameplay if we played against a bad team or a bad opponent, but whatever. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.